Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today joined by...
Yes, the Duke of Delirium.
Looking at more French craft beer that was sent from Gerard and Alain in France. This should be interesting though, because this one is a historic beer style. So this one, guys, is from, pardon my French, Brasserie du Haut Buëch. Buëch? It means the brewery something with the Buëch River, which is a river in France. Grätzer on 3.4%. So people say Grätzer, people say Grodziskie and whatnot. So actually, this is a very historic beer, and it's a beer style that almost died out, but was kind of resurrected. It's a Polish beer style. It's called the Polish Champagne, and it's not called Grätzer. It's called Grodziskie, but because the city of Grodziskie was a part of, what's it called? Prussia? Prussia? Prussian in Danish. I think it's Prussian. Prussia in English? I don't know. But it was part of that for a while. The city was renamed to Grätz, and hence the name was changed to Grätzer. So the Grätzer is kind of the German interpretation of the Polish beer style Grodziskie. And Grodziskie is a traditional Polish beer style that's usually low in ABV, and then it's brewed with 100% smoked wheat malt, or smoked malt. It's oak smoked wheat malt. So low ABV smoky beer. So smoky. It's funny how they call it Polish champagne. I think it's because it's usually very effervescent like champagne, and then it's nice and clear and whatnot. Because usually they filter it, I think, with something to get it to look champagne-like. But it's a style of beer that's become somewhat popular to be rebrewed in Poland, and a lot of American breweries try and rebrew it, but they make it sour. And I've seen a lot of Polish people talk about that is nothing to do with Grätzer. That is just American, or Grodziskie, that's just Americans making sours that are smoky. But it should be interesting to see if this is going to be like the authentic Grodziskie. I think I've only had like one or two, so I don't have a big frame of reference, but it should be interesting. It's cool to see historic beer styles resurrected. So let's get this one cracked and poured. So we got the Brasserie du Haut Buëch Grätzer poured. The color looks like what it historically was described to look like. I mean, it's a bright, clear yellow color.
Almost looks like a Pilsner, actually.
Yeah, white head. It doesn't look as effervescent as it's described to be. White head to it. Should we check out the aroma?
Yep.
Yeah, smoky. Yeah, this is your first.
You don't really expect that for if you're looking like this.
Nope. It's that oak smoke. It reminds me of. It almost smells like a smoked Pilsner, really, this here. Because you get that kind of grassy hoppy notes. Usually they're also a little bit hoppy, but it's more like traditional European hop notes, like grassy, herbal, and whatnot. I'm getting that for sure, though. But it's
maybe some salty.
Burnt rubber. A little bit. The saltiness is from the smoke, though, because traditionally Grodziskie has no salt. But I'm getting the burnt rubber now, but definitely smoky, oaky, woody, or just woody, woodsy campfire smoke, burnt wood.
This is weird.
But then light flavor, it's quite the different style of beer.
Different, yeah.
But yeah, do you want to try it?
Yep.
Cheers. And thanks a ton to Gerard and Alain for the beer. It's not effervescent. The carbonation is very light.
I think you have saying this is what Polish champagne. You need to have a sort of stretched imagination.
It's got a nice mouthfeel for 3.4% beer, though. Kind of medium. You're getting a wheaty flavor, and then you're getting that smoke, that kind of oaky, woodsy, burnt wood, campfire.
Yeah, it's not really me.
It's not meaty per se.
No, I think it's more like just that smoke, salty, smoky,
umami smoke kind of.
Yeah, sort of umami like.
Yes. And then some wheat, and then it's just light grassy hops. It's almost like this. Almost tastes like a smoked Pilsner.
Yeah.
I
don't know why, but for me, I think it sort of it needs or it misses something for my taste.
I mean, I have
I
such
definitely
a
see the smoke in the
light hoppy flavor. It's
yeah,
got some
the
bitterness
wood
to it too.
also.
It's got some bitterness. Just a
Yeah.
light bitterness on the aftertaste. But I don't have a big frame of reference for Grätzers. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but it's certainly not something that I'm jumping for joy over either. I've had much better smoked beers. But again, if I'm just talking smoked beer in general, I'm thinking much bigger complex smoked beers, like the stuff from Eschling-Kerla and whatnot, which is crazy good, the German smoked beer. But if you're thinking Grodziskies, or Grätzer, or whatever you want to call it, the Polish people, I think they want us to call it Grodziskie, but because that's where the style is from. But I don't have the biggest frame of reference. I think I've only had 2 or so. So
It's quite a lot of flavor for just 3.4%. Yeah. It tastes. I think probably tastes as it should. I should say. Like
it sounds like the description.
Doesn't feel like it has any off flavors or.
Nope.
So, I don't know, like 65, 70-ish.
65, 70-ish. It's got a little bit of a lemon quality to it. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. You don't seem like you dig the style. And we usually rate subjectively on here.
Yeah.
So 65, 70 is, fine. I'm higher though. I'm probably I'm not going to go like high 80s and whatnot because it's almost flat. Like it doesn't have a lot of carbonation. It's almost flat. And according to the descriptions, you're supposed to have a lot of carbonation. Again, I don't have a big frame of reference, but personally, I like it, but I would have wanted more intense smoke flavor. It's not a bad beer at all.
No, I think it tastes like how it should taste.
Yeah, maybe just more carbonation.
Maybe more carbonation.
But I guess I need to try more Grodziskies to compare. But I'm like probably a 75. It's decent. It's not something I'd probably pick up again, at least this specific beer. But I'd like to try more Grodziskies or Grätzers just to learn about the style and get some prime examples that people really enjoy. Let us know what you think of this Grätzer if you've had a chance to try it. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Also, check out my Kickstarter that's running at the moment. Link is down below. And cheers to both Alain and Gerard for the beer. Oh man, I suck at French pronouncing those words. Thanks for the beer. And we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.